Everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. 'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me.
Hey loves, so I do want to give you a heads up. Right now, I am running a sale, all right? So this is tied into your Self-Love Sunday. So for the first 10, matter of fact, we're going to make it to the first 20. The first 20 individuals who book either a 30-minute coaching session or an hour coaching session will actually receive it for half off. So right now, I do have the price already adjusted for you. The link's in my bio. But definitely for the first, initially I was going to say the first 10, but you have already showed so much love. Since I made the post about 10, we already had it booked up. So I'll extend it to the next 20 chosen ones. So the first 20 individuals will get their coaching sessions for half off, all right? Price already adjusted, okay? Y'all continue to enjoy your day. Have a wonderful weekend that ends up transitioning to a beautiful beginning of your week. Continue to be great. If you need me, you know how to reach me. Let's get back into it. So listen, chosen ones. First and foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, chosen ones, you already know, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer, all right? So I only want you to take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I don't want you trying for certain scenarios for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you won't get it through somebody else, all right? So be patient with your process. Also, as you already know, chosen ones, my voice is too raspy to be whispering, all right? So this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume. Now, before we jump in, as always, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, likes, shares, subscribes, your gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you, because I don't always get the pause in the middle of my message to relay that to you. But when I post this on YouTube, I got you, all right? Hey babies, so chosen ones, for those who were not here for my last live, the video is on YouTube at this time, but we discussed as far as how to distinguish between a twin flame, a soulmate, and your kingdom spouse, right? Now, chosen ones, during that video, we discussed as far as certain karma, how you can create karma for yourself, how you're currently in the middle of your manifestations. So everything up until now, you actually have hidden in your direction. So everything up until this point in time in your life that you was praying for is getting presented to you. It's up for you to know if you're the same individual who wanted those things, right? So I say this because not only are you facing certain individuals that are reflections of you, so they'll still show you certain work that you have to do. Know that you're getting tested, chosen ones, to remove yourself out of the cycle that's currently connected to you. Now stay with me, all right? I promise you we're going to break this down. Now I say this, chosen ones, because there's some of you that the past people that you encountered may not have always treated you correctly. These are people that could have abandoned you, people who could have mistreated you, talked to you crazy, abused you, whether or not that was physically, mentally, spiritually, energetically. There's certain people that violated you, whatever the case may be, right? Now, I say this, chosen ones, because you currently are going to get faced with a part, or how can I say this? You're going to get faced with someone that was similar to the old you. Now, what do I mean? So you're going to have to face the old you, and it may come in the form of other individuals. See, this is what is important for you to realize so that you don't continue to keep that cycle going in your life, right? So, chosen ones, we're going to give an example, right? So, for instance, there's some of you that have had people who had abandonment issues, right? So they wasn't able to accept the love from you. They wasn't able to reciprocate that love and energy towards you because it's something that they didn't have within them, right? So when you cross paths to this person, person, you was trying to persuade them that you was their person. You was trying to persuade them that you was there for them. You was trying to persuade them that you cared for them, so on and so forth. Now, this individual, again, up until meeting you, they could have had certain past experiences, right? So they could have had people that cheated on them, left them. They could have had parents that neglected them, so on and so forth. So prior to meeting you, there's certain things that this individual went through, right? So here comes you, chosen ones. You're a reflection of that person. So either you came from that location that they are currently in and you can assist them with getting through it, chosen ones, or again, God is showing you certain things that you still have to work within you. Now hear me out. I say this because you could have encountered somebody that refused your love. You could have been sitting there telling them that people around them was not for them. You could have tried to pour into them, but they were not reciprocating it. They were not appreciating it. They were not receiving it. See, I say you're going to get faced with that same karma to see how you're going to carry it and to see if you're going to continue it. And what do I mean by this? So, chosen ones, you had a past partner that you tried to pour into and that person didn't accept it from you, right? So all of a sudden, what happens, chosen ones? Now, again, they may not have accepted you because they didn't truly understand that you were the blessing that God had called in. So they was praying for love. They was praying for light. They was praying for protection. They was praying for direction, and God sent you towards them, right? God sent you there to assist them, to take them to where they was wanting to go to. So you were like the vehicle, chosen ones. You understand me? Energetically, spiritually, mentally, physically, you were the vehicle that helped them get from one place to the other. So they went from not having love, and you was in the process of taking them to love. They didn't have somebody pouring into them. What did you do? Come along, and you was taking them in that direction. See, some of them did not accept it, right? So what happened, chosen ones? Now hear me out. Some of them didn't see the truth about you. They didn't see the worth within you because they was out here blinded by other demonic individuals, right? So you try to persuade that person that you cared for them, that you was there for them, and they could have seen that you had good qualities to you, but this individual truly didn't want to be with you. That wasn't your person, right? So this is somebody that's like, yeah, you beautiful, or yeah, you handsome, yes, you intelligent, yes, you loving and you nurturing, but it didn't reflect who they were being at that time. They could have been in a dark energy. They could have been acting demonic. They could have been acting karmic. These are people that still had certain negative ways to them, right? So God presented them you, which was an opportunity on what they was going to do. Were you going to go in the right direction, or were you going to leave and go left, right? So you got presented, and a lot of them failed their test. Now, I say this is a cycle of karma that will continue unless you see the role that you play with these individuals. Now, what do I mean? Some of you attracted that type of person because you had pieces of you that was missing too. So you had abandonment issues too. So you knew how it felt for nobody to pour into you. You knew how it felt for nobody to love and show affection and attention to you. So instead of giving it to yourself, you seen where they was without. So you took that part from you and you gave it to them instead. See, you expected them to do the return to you once they was fully fulfilled, and they chose not to. They went in a different direction. So there's some of you chosen ones that you were a reflection of this person because you had abandonment issues too. You had certain fears that you had to face too. So God put the mirror up to you, which was this individual, to see what you was going to continue to do. And I say that because there's some of you that, again, people from your past, they could have walked out on you. They didn't see the value within you. They took advantage of you, whatever the case may be. And again, chosen ones, they didn't see your value at that point in time, right? They didn't see certain things clearly. Now, what happens? All of a sudden, chosen ones, you have a choice at that point in time. Are you going to take it personal because that person didn't accept you? Or did you realize that you no longer have a place with them? Did you realize that you already served your purpose, right? Because some of you sit around trying to help certain people out longer than what you're supposed to, okay? Just because you're a healer doesn't mean that you have to go around trying to heal everybody that's close to you. Doesn't mean that you're supposed to hold their hand through the exam, because that's what it is, chosen ones. This is equivalent to you being the hit of the game, right? You know, in a certain subject. So this could be art, this could be math, this could be reading, whatever the case may be. You studied, right? So this is equivalent to God giving you certain guidance, intuition, certain discernment. You learn certain lessons. So you're a hit in your class. You done sat there and been here before, right? So you know exactly the task that's at hand, right? or you know more than the people around you because they were karmic individuals. They haven't been in their life. So, chosen ones, some of you sit there and hold up, and I've been having to say this to a few of you. Some of you stay at certain tasks longer than what you're supposed to, right? So this is equivalent to you have a knowledge about something. You see somebody over there struggling, so you come over there and help them walk it through. Now, that's okay, chosen ones, if you give them a little quick insight and then you keep it moving. But there's some of you that's delaying yourself because you out here helping everybody else out. You got a test that's in front of you right now. You got certain work that you got to do. And you're sitting there seeing everybody around you that needs help too. Other people that are lost in direction. Other people that don't even know what lesson that they studying, whatever the case may be. So you try to come and you provide them insight, chosen ones, but you taking from you. So that's karma towards you because you're not doing what you're supposed to do because you distracted by these individuals. See, God will sit there and tell you, all right, look, that's nice of you to help so-and-so else out. You can point them in a direction. You can give them as far as certain love and affection if that's where they need it and so on and so. But you are not to hold yourself hostage or pause your progression waiting for this person to get it. You understand me? No, not at all. God's going to send somebody else in that's their assignment, or God's going to send certain lessons in that's going to assist them. But some of these people are acting like they need help, chosen ones, but they don't even have a sense of direction. They're not even putting forth effort. You understand? They want you to do everything. So think about this. Think about somebody, again, we're going to talk about classroom. You sitting in the same class as them, right? Them not grasping the subject that's at hand. So you try to assist them. You try to give them a sense of direction. There's some people that will listen to what you're telling them and they'll take down notes. They'll sit there and apply the things that they learn from you at moving forward. They'll grasp the concept. So they'll go from struggling to now they progressing, right? But there's some people, chosen ones, and you know some of them shit. Some of them could have been you, where you want somebody to hold your hand the whole time and instruct you on what you should do. So you got carry the one, add this, subtract that. They want you to walk. They don't want you to sit there and guide them so that they can learn it themselves. They want you to do all the work, right? So these are people that you tend to attract, chosen ones, that again are karmic towards them. They have karmic traits towards them, right? Or in them, within them. You're somebody who's helping. You're somebody that's loving. And you're somebody that can assist them. But again, they have to want it for themselves. If not, you're going to miss out on your mission, which means you're going to get in trouble. There's karma and consequences that come with it. Now, stay with me, all right? Now, I promise you it's all going to come together. Now, I say this, chosen ones, because some of you, again, have encountered people that reflected the same state at that point in time that you were in. So, again, we'll go to you had abandonment issues. You felt like everybody was going to leave you, everybody was going to use you, everybody was going to abuse you, right? So there could have been a past person that you came in contact with that was trying to show you love and you brushed it off from them. Somebody who was trying to show love and affection to you. And again, some of you may have been that individual where you was trying to show this person like, yo, I got you. You ain't got to worry about nothing. This person was stressed out. You was giving them a sense of direction. You was giving them peace. You was praying for their prosperity. All of these things, right? But they refused you because they allowed what they went through to stop them from getting what God was having come through, right? So some of these individuals met you, chosen ones, and again, they was lost, right? They was hurt, used, abused. They had nothing to do with you. It was the people that they encountered before you. So some of you, chosen ones, again, have been that individual. Now, when I say that you meet your karma to see if you're going to continue the cycle or if you're going to step without it, right? So if you had somebody who, again, tried to pour into you, tried to show love to you, and you pushed off that individual, do you know what your karma is? You're going to run into an individual who has those same similarities as you. So this is the person that you damn near feel like you got forced to, fight with for them to know that you're for them. This is somebody that you feel like you got to hold their hand the whole time, keep speaking all these affirmations into them, keep telling them that you love them, try to persuade them rather than just accept it, right? So some of you are facing your karma. So what are you going to do when you face the old version of you? Are you going to continue it? Are you going to match that energy, or are you going to let go of it? So that would be equivalent to you finding somebody that, again, has abandonment issues, somebody that refused to accept certain love for you. Are you going to waste your time trying to persuade this person? Are you paying attention to the signs that this person is even persuadable at this point in time? Like, are they stuck in their ways, or are they wanting to do more? They wanting to change, right? So when you meet somebody somebody who reflects the old you, it's not for you to match the energy with that individual. It's to see what you're going to do when you see the past version of you, right? Because there's some of you that when those people didn't accept your love, didn't accept your affection, didn't accept as far as your attention, whatever the case may be, you took it personal. You went to God and was talking about how you wanted karma to come to them. You wanted them to face the certain karma and consequences for looking over their blessing. You was out here upset, right? So, excuse me, chosen ones. So with that being said, you're going to get presented that same test. This person is going to be somebody who needs you, dependent on you. That's not your person. Hear me out. How are you going to handle it? Are you going to identify that this person got certain things unhealed within them, that used to be you, but that's no longer the direction that you heading in, that this person still got work to do so they can't go with you to where you're going to? So that's like you finishing your test, you finishing your task at hand. There's certain people that's still working on it. They can't step out with you. They can't go out in the hallway with you. They can't go to the party with you unless this work is done, correct? So there's some people, chosen ones, that you have to realize that, yes, they need help. Yes, they need assistance. Yes, you have the ability to assist them. But if they are not somebody who wants that for themselves, then that is not your mission. You keep moving. This is not for you to persuade the person that they deserve love, that they earn prosperity, that they earn and deserve this. They got to know that that's what to be expected. You understand? So you can't waste time trying to tell somebody what they should want in their life if they don't want it for themselves, right? So pay attention to that. Now, with me saying that you face karma, you face that and you get to choose the cycle that you're in. So there's some of you chosen ones that, again, you pushed people away. So now you have met a person that you're interested in and they pushing you away too. So either this could be you and your karmic energy previously, and now this person's in their karmic energy. So God wants to see what you're going to do. Are y'all bully? Because let's say this is like a bully going after a bully. Are y'all bullies going to keep going back and forth, or one of y'all going to sit there and elevate, or one of y'all going to sit there and walk out of the situation? That's what God wants to see who's going to do. Are you going to stick in this, or in this dumb stuff, in this toxicity, or are you going to want better for you? So when I say that you have the ability to close out the cycle and create what you want to have manifested towards you, it's because when these opportunities or these situations get presented to you, God just wants to see what you're going to do. So remember back in the day when they used to have that WWJD, what would Jesus do? Okay, well, WWGD, what would God do? What would God have you do? Matter of fact, you understand now what makes sense. If somebody is not accepting your love and you know that you're no longer on that tip because you didn't ran into your karma previously before meeting them. So again, you could have been somebody who pushed people away. So now guess what? You encountered somebody that you was trying to love and they pushed you away too. Are you going to sit there and keep going back and forth with this individual? Or are you going to sit there and realize that this isn't for you and disconnect from them? Be able to not ghost them, be able to come to a closure with them and keep it moving. It doesn't mean that you want to come with an agreement, chosen ones, that, okay, they cool with you leaving or they cool with you not wanting to be with them. No. But it's the fact that you speaking the truth, you being real with you. What really makes sense? If this person is acting like they don't want the love, then why are you continuing to try to force it? Why are you chasing after them? Why are you chasing them down with certain rewards if they running from it? That means they don't want it. So keep it moving. We understand. So again, you get faced with certain karma. What are you creating? There's some of you chosen ones now. Again, stay with me. As far as karma, right? The cycle, I'll say this. You get presented with a version of you to see what you gonna do if you learned your lesson, right? So again, there's some of you that you're settling. And this person, and when I say settling, because you could say, oh, they're so nice to you. Oh, they got a career. Oh, they sold this. But you don't feel that spark with them. God hasn't co-signed that this is your person. So there's some of you that have met people, and again, this goes with the cycle chosen ones, that you've encountered certain people that you like, oh, they cool, but they just not for you. You understand? This is somebody that, again, they could try to dress themselves up to present themselves as that for you, because again, they know that you're somebody that is beneficial. They know that you're somebody that is positive. So they see that you're worth in a sense, but they have to realize that they haven't done the work in order to receive that yet. So there's some people that see you, and it is like they're opportunists, because they see what comes with you. They see the benefits that come with you, knowing damn well that they do not have the prior experience or as far as the requirements to be in this position. So that would be equivalent to certain people applying for a job, lying on their application like they know exactly what the task is. So this is that person saying, you talking about you want love, and they stepping up like they have the ability to give it. This you telling somebody that you want somebody who pours into you, wants the same thing as you, and they try to dress themselves up as it, knowing damn well that they don't have it, right? So I say this chosen ones because that's equivalent to certain people who then went to a job. You needed finances, you needed a start, you felt like the benefits was good for that job, but you knew damn well you ain't have what it took to be required. You ain't have a ride there, you ain't have the clothes that required to work there, you ain't have as far as the experience to do what you needed to do once you got there, whatever the case may be, right? So there's certain people, again, they see the position, they see the benefits that come with it, but they really are not equipped to be in it, right? But they apply. So they put on this facade for the job interview. They put on the facade in order to get that position, right? So this is you putting on your best face. You out here acting phony as shit in that damn interview, right? You out here just, again, you didn't study what that position is. You don't have no history within it. You don't got no experience or no business being in it, but you sit there and feel like this will be the answer to all of your issues. You're behind in bills. You feel like this is due, whatever the case may be. Now stay with me, right? I say this because there's some people, chosen ones, that look at you like the answer to all of their issues. They don't feel like they deserve you. They don't really feel like they earned you. They know that they're not equipped to keep you up. However, guess what they're going to do? They still going to apply for that spot, right? So once they get that job, chosen ones, again, they phony. They telling you everything that you want. Oh, how they going to love you, how they going to protect you. They end up being the individuals you need protection from. They talking about how they going to provide you. All they was providing was draining of your energy, providing you headaches, providing you diseases and demons and all that other shit. So you're going to have to really learn specifics, right? You're going to have to ask them specifics. But again, certain people was lying on that job application. So what happened? When that job started, they wasn't prepared for it. So when that job started, they wasn't keeping up their tasks. They was acting like they ain't know what to do because they truly didn't, and they lied on that app. There's certain people, chosen ones, that again, they are weighing down or slowing down the whole production because now you got to look over them to be doing what they supposed to be doing, when really if they were supposed to be in that position, they would already be equipped with that work ethic. They'll already be equipped with that information. So again, this goes with some of these people you have turned into a job for you, and that's not what it's supposed to be. Your person is supposed to be a reward to you. Your person is supposed to be somebody that's prepared for you. So that means you ready for love, they ready for love too. You ain't gonna have to persuade this person to love you. This is somebody that if you want children, they gonna want children too. This is not you trying to persuade that person that they should want children with you, or that's what they should do. No, that's not your person then. You're not vibrating at the same vibration. You understand? So you're gonna have to pay attention to that, chosen ones, all right? As far as, again, because some people lie on that application. Now, was that karma? Yes. Because some of y'all lied on y'all's applications too. Some of y'all's asses act like you was so excited for this position, knowing damn well that's something that you didn't want to do. So this is why I say karma comes back to you in various forms. So no, you may not have cheated on that person, but you cheated certain tests. You done cheated yourself out of certain situations. You done cheated yourself out of certain blessings. There's some of you chosen ones that know you may not have been somebody that was evil and demonic and did all this other shit like intentionally, but it doesn't mean that you haven't played that position, whether or not it was to yourself or somebody that you came in contact with. See, we gonna have to talk. Some of y'all think that because you haven't physically done to something to somebody, that your ass ain't in the wrong. Because some of you, I hear you talking about, oh, you ain't never had nobody who loves you. You don't got nobody to talk to. You don't got nobody that's there for you, that cares for you, that's going to protect you. You don't got nobody who speaks highly of you. You don't got nobody that ever wants to help you, whatever the case may be. And I know for a fact that your ass is lying. Now, I want to go ahead, talk your shit. Let me hear it. See, I say this because I know your ass is lying, because you got two people off top that I can think about that you could talk to. See, we gonna talk about yourself, right? Because you talking about you ain't never had nobody to love you. That's the problem. That's why you keep encountering what you encounter. Because you gotta be that in order to receive that. So if you're not even loving on you, how you expect somebody to come in and love on you too? That's like you not buying yourself no Birkin, but you want somebody else to break they back to buy you certain Birkin bags that your ass can't even afford yet. You out here talking to so-and-so down because they can't take you to a 5-star restaurant, but when's the last time your ass took your ass on one? I'm just trying to say, because if you say that you can do those things, then you shouldn't be entertaining somebody who cannot or does not is not equipped to do those things for you. Then if you know that that's a requirement, right? So there's some of you talking about nobody love you. You don't even love you. So I don't want to hear that shit, because you ain't complimented yourself. You don't sit there and compliment yourself. You don't big yourself up. You don't talk highly of you. You don't sit there and put yourself out there so other individuals can see the light within you. You always ducking yourself off, but got enough nerve to be mad because that masculine or that feminine ain't claiming your ass in public. You not even claiming you. You not even claiming your power. You not even using your correct title. You a chosen one. You not no bum. You ain't no crazy person, but you keep adding certain titles on you. You keep talking about you effed up, and that's why you effed up, because you keep speaking that on you. You understand me? So, one, what are you to yourself? You talking about nobody love you. Well, that's crazy, because that's a reflection of you. That sounds like a you problem. Because if you ain't loving you, you talking about nobody loves you, huh? Because if you loving you, chosen ones, then that means when you look around, you're going to see people loving on you too. See, it's what you choose to focus on. It's your perspective. Have you ever seen these people that all these positive comments that they getting under their pictures, all these positive comments they getting under their live, and they skip over them and only focus on the negative one? How you talking about nobody love you when you looking past everybody who's trying to show love to you? Love comes in various forms. Love was that person complimenting you when they walked past you. Love was that person opening the door for you. Love was that person asking you, hey, you need me to help you with this? Can I take the trash out for you? What you need me to help with you with it? Whatever the case may be, but you keep denying that. And then you want to be up there crying and going to God lying, talk about nobody try to be there for you, nobody help you, and there's certain people that extended themselves to you and you didn't accept it. So cut that shit out. I'm not trying to hear that. You talking about nobody help you out. The neighbor seen you struggling to carry your damn bags in or get your bags out of the car, truck, whatever the case may be, and was like, hey, yo, can I help you? You, oh, no, I got this. Oh, you Miss Independent. You Mr. Independent. Okay, well, don't talk no shit then. Because God sat there and heard you talk about nobody helps you. You always the victim. Everybody always shits on you, disrespects you, whatever the case may be, but you doing that to you too. You putting yourself in that victim mentality. So-and-so try to open the door for you and you try to act like, oh no, that's okay. Somebody try to ask or take your trash up or down and you sat there and declined them that day. God comes in various forms. He wants to see what type of time you want. You talking about you ain't have it. Everybody stopping you from getting it. And God's like, yo, I done sent many people in just to see what you was going to do. I done sent people in trying to be nice to you and you rolled your eyes to them. I done had somebody sit there and compliment you. You ain't even say thank you. You ain't even reciprocate that energy back to that individual, but you out here complaining, talking about everybody's doing you grimy. Nobody want to hear that shit. There's some of you talk about nobody want to love you. You got children and you talking about nobody love you. What type of shit is that? Because you the same person who talked about how your mother didn't accept you, never show love to you, how your father didn't show love to you, your you was talking all this stuff, how nobody, how you're masculine, you're feminine. You sitting there talking about you don't get love, but your children try to show love to you every day. And you push them away because James didn't text your ass back. Because Brittany's ass is out there being a little thought in the process. Whatever the case may be. So don't talk about you don't got nothing or other people's treating you a certain type of way when you do that shit every day. Now we gonna talk. See, we gonna talk. Again, chosen ones. Even in reference to God, I say you got two people. So if you're not doing it for yourself, you say you don't got love, that's a lie. You lie. Because if you ain't giving yourself love, then you're not going to get it then. So matter of fact, you right. There's some of you chosen one talk about you ain't got nobody to talk to. God didn't try to talk to you several times and you didn't ignore him. God done sat there and sent you confirmations through various people, whether or not that was a song, whether or not that's a sign that you've seen, whether or not that's something that somebody told you that day when you seen them, so on and so forth. God's been trying to talk to you and you've been ignoring him, talking about nobody's there for you. How that sound? It sound like you ungrateful. It sound like you don't know what the fuck you talking about. It sound like you just talking to talk. It sound like you just talking about you want to be the victim so bad. I'm not trying to hear that shit. You understand me, chosen ones? And this is, again, sometimes I got to get on you. So I say this with love, but nobody's trying to hear that shit. Because I'm going to ask you, what have you done for you? I'm going to ask you a question. Oh, nobody ever helps you. What have you done to help you? If you tried everything to your potential and God sat there and said, okay, well, you can do what you can do up until this point, then that means he's going to send somebody else or send something else in that's going to assist you to get to that next destination. So you need to pay attention. See, your blessings come in various forms, chosen ones. God puts a test to you every day just to see how you're going to carry certain things. So again, that person was talking about they didn't have love, didn't have protection, didn't have affection. Nobody supported them, and God had you move towards them, and they abandoned it. They sat there and abused it. They disrespected it. Then guess what? Karmic consequences happen to them, right? The same applies to you too. How you carrying you? You talking about nobody's there for you and God's been beside you since your mother gave birth to you. You understand? How you going to say nobody believes in you and God keeps having certain situations you encounter because he believes that you can get over it? See, I tell you that God uses the chosen ones like a demonstrator. Like, hey, yo, matter of fact, so-and-so, I know that you good at this. Get up and show this demonstration for them real quick. And some of y'all complaining, but if your ass don't get called on, do you know how many people don't get called on? Let's think. People die, how they say people die every day, right? God called you to wake up because you got a bigger placement. God called you. You survived that abusive ass relationship that other people didn't get out of, chosen ones. So yes, you could have been abused. Yes, you could have scars too, but your ass survived. So people are learning from you. You here to help other people not go through what you went through. You here, some chosen ones, to break cycles. You understand me when I tell you that you're strong enough to carry this load? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean that you keep volunteering to carry certain loads that don't apply to you. See, God will ask you to assist people that are temporary. If you got to sit there and work extra hard and breaking yourself down nonstop, that's not for you. If you got to go give up your peace for this prosperity, then that's not what's for you. God asked you, hey, while you there, could so-and-so ride with you? While you there, could you speak a little life into this individual? Or while you there, but you're not supposed to stay there because this person chooses to stay complacent? Absolutely not. You keep your ass moving. You understand me? So again, chosen ones, you have to know that you get shown the cycle. What you gonna do when it gets presented to you? Are you going to accept this person just because they're interested in you, knowing damn well that they check nothing off the list that God told you that your person was going to be bringing towards you? This person ain't focused, they ain't loving, they ain't ready to receive it, they don't want no commitment, so on and so forth. Again, I told you, somebody who's not ready is going to get ready if that's the place that they want to go to, right? So even if your ass is not dressed, if your mother grab her keys and say you want to ride with her and you want to, what you gonna do? Hurry up and put your shoes on, your clothes on, and go with it, right? Okay, cool. So the same applies to you, chosen ones. Now let me say this, and thank you so much, babies, for all of your gifts. I don't want you to feel like it's going unnoticed. I just gotta always focus on what God has me relay, so I'll make sure that you get your confirmation today, all right? So again, I appreciate you. I'll post this on YouTube to acknowledge you. It allows me to see like the top 10, all right? So I appreciate you, babies, okay? Now, with me saying, chosen one, again, you have to know that you're no longer the person that you used to be. So when you see old scenarios or old versions of you get presented to you, God wants to see what you're going to do. Do you realize that you're no longer those things, right? So again, if you're somebody that used to chase love away and you had love get presented to you, you pushed it away, God told you, that doesn't mean that you missed out on love. God shows and brings certain examples. God will bring certain situations to you to see what you're going to do. So just like you got practice tests for school, right? Up into the exam, or up into the final, you got little tests to see exactly what you're doing, right? If you know or remember what it is that you've been learning. So God will have certain people, because there's some of you that's like, yo, you keep trying with this person, it don't work out. Trying with this person don't work out. God's telling you to review your answers, baby. That's it. it. It's because that when this person, your true divine person, gets presented, God don't want you to ruin it. God don't want you to miss out on it. So this is the time for you to ask all the questions that you need to know while you're getting prepared for the place that you're about to be going. You understand? So this is the time. So God, talk to God. Talk to who God guides you to talk to too. I told you, I'm here for you. I'm going to always keep that shit funky with you. I'm not going to say things to you that's going to hinder you. I'm not going to say things to restrict you. I'm going to bring enlightenment to you so that you can be the best individual, so you can get what God got for you. That's it, all right? So again, chosen ones, ask questions. God, is this my true divine person? God, if not, God, I ask you, if anything that's not for me, can you remove from around me? If you don't know no prayer, that's the prayer that you need to put up there. Because what is God going to do? He's going to show you the truth about the individuals that's around you, as well as to see what you done did to contribute to what is being done to you, which could be you even accepting or entertaining these type of people. You got to know your worth, mama. You got to learn your worth, papa. I'm serious. You understand? So, again, chosen ones, not everybody that you cross paths with is your final destination. Don't try to mold them into your perfect person. You try to mold them into what works for you, or they try to mold you. Absolutely not. It's not going to be no struggle when you align with your divine one. The only struggle that you're going to have is initially when you observing. You try to get a little feel for it. After that, it's not going to be an issue, because you know that you're going to need to do what you need to do so that you and this individual are cool, which brings me to this. Some of y'all got karma. You wondering why, you keep attracting people that bring in third parties, or that have people that they still talking to. Chosen ones, it's because that's what you are bringing in, because that's a reflection of you. And you may not want to hear that. You talking about, so-and-so. Some of y'all are still hung up on your ex that cheated on you. And when I say that you caught up on them, chosen ones, it's not that you still want to be with them, but you keep replaying the cycle that they put you through, right? Now, think about this. This is not to offend anybody, but we're going to keep this shit funky, right? So, again, if whoever wants to act all like offended, stay to the ending, because I got some more shit to say. So you're going to be offended, you might as well be offended fully, all right? So I said it shows us, think about how people view schizophrenic people, right? They talking to themselves. They out here telling so-and-so told them to do this, so-and-so, and you don't see it, right? So don't you think that some of y'all's asses seem or carry on the schizophrenia shit too? Now, what do I mean? Because you out here making this individual pay for somebody else who's not even present. That past person who cheated on you, that past person that beat it on you, that past person who abandoned you, they're no more physically around you. They're no longer around you at all. You understand me? So they're nowhere to be seen. But everybody that encounters you, they keep hearing about these beings. They keep hearing about these things, so they looking at your ass crazy. Like, what? And they have every right to, because you out here bringing people in the picture that no longer have access to you. Why are you talking about so-and-so's ass that couldn't love on you when this person is pouring love into you? So you blocking your love that's coming in from the past person who didn't have the opportunity to give it to you back then, and they still preventing you from having it come in because you comparing them to them. You're not the same person that you were when you met them. You're not the same person that you were when you were you're progressing. So therefore, chosen ones, know that you're attracting different people that's going to be at that frequency too. You have to be able to distinguish this a manifestation from my past, or this a manifestation from my future? Is this somebody that I manifested based upon my old ways, or is this somebody that I manifested from who I am today? You understand me? So again, chosen ones, you have to fix you so that you're not attracting the same individuals. You talking about you only attract cheaters. That's the issue. Look what you speaking on you. You putting that out there. That's like you ordering it. So what you say, chosen one, is like you going to that little drive-through, that little speaker. They hear everything you say. That's what they start ordering. They start putting it down, right? So there's some of you chosen ones that the first thing you say, oh, everybody cheats on you. Well, now guess what? The next person is that's going to come around. They're going to be a cheater too. They're going to be a disguised cheater. They'll dress their asses up. See, the past, they could have been real blunt with they stuff. But if you keep in the karmic cycle, you're going to continue to run into the same person over and over again, but they dressed in a different disguise. So that's like an actor, Denzel Washington. You seen him in The Equalizer. You seen him in this. You seen him in that, right? So it's the same person, but they dressed up as a different character. That's the karmic cycle. So you keep encountering the same thing, but they dressed up differently. You have to be able to see through on a soul level, chosen ones. And if you ever want to change what you're attracting, you have to change you. What are you willing to accept from certain so-so ass individuals? Who and what are you still connected to? How are you speaking upon you? How are you treating you? Because people, before people get to know you, they notice you. So how are you carrying you? So I know exactly what to do too. Are you loving on you? Because I got love for you. Do I see that you, is that something that you like? Because that's almost like somebody not liking seafood. I'm not going to bring them a crab tray if they don't like seafood. So I'm not going to bring you love if you're somebody who really don't like love. So I'm going to observe. Are you somebody who I know that's going to be able to protect me? Are you going to acknowledge me? Are you going to show me off? Now, again, you can't go back, you can't go based upon somebody's past, because people have learned lessons through people that they encounter, right? Because we said that before the exam, you get little practice tests, right? So there's people that you may have encountered, or your past ex encounter, or your person that you're about to be with that encountered in the past, where they may not have been the best person to those individuals. They learned their lessons. God was like, oh, nah, you're going to have to get that shit out your system before this person gets presented. Oh, nah, you're going to have to get that shit up out of there before this gets presented. So again, chosen ones, it all comes to you believing in you, knowing that you're not the same individual that you used to be when you used to attract the type of people that you used to attract. You now know your boundaries. You now have them set. You now know that you're worth. You now know what you earn. So the person coming in is going to benefit you, because they're going to pour into you like you pouring into yourself, or you pouring into them as well. So again, chosen ones, do not create karma for you. Stop writing spells against yourself by speaking certain things on you. Speak positivity. Speak love and light to you. Hey, love. Speak, excuse me, you know I speak to everybody, but I'll say this, chosen ones, make sure that, okay? All right? Make sure that you focus on what you want for you and not thinking about what you don't want, because you activate that energy. So if you want love, you about to receive it. Now, I'm going to get up off of here, chosen ones, and I probably will get back on live a little later, because I want to tell you about the love that you have arriving. I want to tell you about the positions that you have arriving, but I had to make sure I get on here so that you're not reliving certain karma. Stop bringing up shit that don't apply. That's like, again, I don't want to hear if my person needs a vent for a second about where they've been through and why they was a little nervous initially to get to me. Okay, that's cool. But I'm not going to keep hearing about no past ex, no female they used to be with. Vice versa. No masculine wants to hear about who didn't play this position while they playing it. Nobody wants to hear about what so-and-so didn't do because they out here doing these things for you. Stop bringing people up. Because a lot of you keep talking about, oh, you get cheaters, and you bringing third parties into your energy. Your mother got to say, your auntie got to say, you sitting there scared to tell your friends about who you want to talk to because they're going to persuade you that the individual ain't for you, or they're going to talk about, and whatever the case may be. So you stop bringing third parties in, okay? Simple as that. But chosen ones, I gotta get up off here because I do have a few things to do. I love you so much. I'm excited for you. Again, chosen ones, I don't want you to feel like I was scolding you, but get that shit together. You gotta remember who you are, baby. You beautiful. You handsome. You somebody's prayer. Somebody is currently asking God to cross paths with you right now, and you chasing somebody down who don't want your ass. You out here putting a certain title on you that don't belong to you just because of people that was around you. You out here feeling like nobody has the ability to give to you the way that you wanted to, and that's not true because you exist. The same thing that the person in the past wanted. You had the opportunity to present it. They just didn't accept it. So you make sure that you're not doing that shit too. When God presents your love, your light, your business, so on and so forth, you make sure that you believe in you, that all your dreams can come true. You just got to see it through, chosen ones. That's the difference between somebody who has it right now or is about to get it and somebody who never got it. It's because they seed it through. If God's telling you this is what you're going to get, you can't go against the grain. You're going to have to go that way. If God says you're about to have love, you stick with it. You may not know how you're going to get it, but shit, can you be surprised? There's some of you talking about nobody ever surprised you. Nobody does nothing nice for you, and so on and so forth. So God's trying to have you have a surprise celebration. God's trying to have certain things come in that you've been manifesting, that you've been patiently waiting for. So let somebody love you, baby, even if it's you, for starts, all right? Let somebody listen to you, even if it's God listen to you as you venting about certain individuals and you asking for signs, he's going to present it at that time, I promise you, okay? You asking for so-and-so, how long did you wait for so-and-so to show you a glimpse of love that you never got? And God shows you synchronicities every day, that everything's aligned. God shows you butterflies at the time. God will show you number synchronicities. God will have certain songs come on. God shows you every day in every way that everything's going to be okay. You just got to make sure you paying attention to them, all right? Have your glasses on. I love you so much, chosen ones. If you need me, you know how to reach me. The links in my bio. Again, my coaching session, chosen ones, are available. The 30-minute, I'm not going to lie. If we have a 30-minute and after the 30 minutes, God still has me relay certain things, it may go a little longer than 30, all right? So I'm going to just tell you that. But I want to make sure that I tell you everything that God has me relay and say to you. I'm going to tell you about your past. I'm going to tell you about your present. I'm going to tell you about your future too. I'm going to tell you about certain things that's blocking you, confirmations on whether or not that's your individual, certain things that's being done in the dark against you. God has me relay to you because we're going to make sure that you get to where you're going to. Nobody's going to stop you. I promise that, all right? So I love you so much. Thank you again. If you need me, you know how to reach me. Links in the bio. Continue to be great chosen ones. I'm going to post this on YouTube shortly, okay? Thank you again. Y'all be great, babies.